Welcome to the first video of 2026. So last year we started a shop. All of our focus and our free time, everything has been devoted to the shop. We didn't do as much wheeling as we wanted to last year, but we're going to do a little bit more. We've got a bunch of stuff we're going to do with some other YouTube channels that is going to be a lot of fun. So we're trying to get a little bit more consistent, but we have set a goal for 2026, and that is by the end of the year hit 1,000 subscribers. Now we're only at like 430 of them right now, which I appreciate. You know, it's running a shop, doing everything by myself. I got my wife to help with some of the paperwork for, office stuff for the shop. 9 times out of 10 it's just myself. They're gonna get better from here on out. Last year we had so many issues with the GoPros overheating, losing footage and stuff like that. So we're going to try to do everything on the phone. I'm going to try it. We're going to see how it works. And if it doesn't, we'll figure out the next thing. For now, this is what we got. This is what we're going to do. So today's project we're going to start on is a friend's Jeep. You guys might have seen this thing before, but we have got some rock sliders we got to cut off. So those are not designed to come off. With that being said, let's get this thing started. Okay, now that we got it up in the air, there's some room there. There's not a lot of room there, but there is no room up here. So these are the new 7075 Next Venture skids. Those things are so sick. We did their drop video, so if you go over to Next Venture YouTube channel, you can see the drop testing we did to have Dan and those guys come up with the 7075 for the best choice for their aluminum skids. So what we're going to do is get this thing, we're going to try a Sawzall. I'm not 100% sure if the Sawzall is going to work, but I think with the plasma, there might be a little difficult to get in there and try to get it nice and clean so we don't have to do as much grinding. So we're going to try with the Sawzall first, and if that doesn't work, we'll do the cutoff wheel. And if that doesn't work, then we'll move to a torch. That doesn't work, then we'll do the plasma. If none of those things work, we're actually just gonna scrap the frame and start fresh. Psych! Okay, we're gonna get the Sawzall out and see what happens. Doing is just using the Sawzall for everything. Good thing I went and bought a whole bunch of new blades.
Is that the axe?
It's the torch. Oh. I mean, no big deal. Oh, geez, that was a bit heavier than I thought it was going to be. I'm going to need your help. Jesus, what is this made of?
Both side of the lift is lighter now.
I know, I thought this thing was going to tip over.
Start going this way. Is this good? Just right through the frame. I don't know what kind of hell I would catch for that. In from the...
Oh.
Got it.
When you cut this one, it relaxed it. You think
Well-
it would pinch it in even more.
With all of the super light wheeling that they do, I couldn't see how this thing would be tweaked at all. The front, we're just going to cut the weld on either side without getting into the frame. We're gonna take this one off as much as we can, and then once we set it on the ground, we'll finish the end of it here. But like the middle one, we're gonna grind flat. So that's where the new rock slider is gonna fit. So no big deal on that, front and rear. So now this thing, we won't film the grinding part of it because it's super boring, but we'll come back when it's all finished. Ground it nice and smooth on all 3 spots. So it's ready to go for test fitting And then we cut the plate that was welded underneath here as well on both sides. Oh, I can't see it. Oh, I just can't find it. There it is. We did everything that we needed to do here. So we are going to end that, and we are going to go up to the shop, up to the next venture, and see what they got going on with the new sliders. So we made it up to Next Venture's old shop where they're doing the install of the sliders. So we're gonna go outside and check it out. What are these for?
So the top tube's in the same spot. The bottom tube moves up a little over 1.5 inches, almost 1 3/4 of an inch.
So the guys that are gonna have the long arm kits on the outside of the frame are gonna have the option to have the same boat side.
And if you're not ordering a long arm kit, you can just go ahead and order the other option and have it go all the way down to the frame. So these are very similar to our original rim rocker style rock sliders for the JL. They share the same 2-inch DOM construction, and the top tube is, I mean, this is one of my favorite features. It is like 1/4 inch below that door. We don't leave anything exposed. You don't even need rocker armor above there. If you want to do it for aesthetics, you can do it, but you don't need anything. This comes up all the way. What we ended up doing though is we moved this bottom tube up by about 1 3/4 inches. So you're getting a ton of clearance under here. You do have to notch your pinch seams in order to make it work. That's, you know, a small price to pay to save a lot though. And you also end up with this option to attach this boat side panel. This is 7075 aluminum. It is T6, so it's really high temper, really good stuff. Flexes and snaps right back into shape because it's got memory. It's what we use on all of our skids. And this bottom tube, we bumped that up to 1/4 wall rather than offering just a solid aluminum slug that fills that void, because adding just a little bit more steel actually saves you some weight.
All right, so we got that project done. Those turned out super sick. They're the new boat side rock sliders. Got it done just in time. It's headed down to Winter 4x4. If you guys want to check out a set for yourself, go to nextventuremotorsports.com. And that wraps it up here. We'll see you on the next video. At Rock Swallow.